Hey, it's Kiki here. Now, there have been a lot of hyped and viral fragrances released this year. I tried so many of them, and these are the ones that I don't love. In fact, I don't like them. I've tried my best, and I want to share them with you. Like, know what the fragrances are, whether to get settled, get hydrated. Let's get into the video. Okay, starting off is Destin by Balman. I got this one because I saw the bottle and it just looked absolutely beautiful. And it's also created by my favorite perfume of all time, Quantum Biche, and so I decided to get it. This is a fragrance that is a huge disappointment to me. Look at the dent, and it shows that I tried to wear and learn this fragrance and experience it, but it's just been one that I don't understand the hype about. This is a fragrance that flat out smells boring. It's flat. There isn't anything exciting about the fragrance. It's your typical patchouli fruity fragrance, the fruit here being strawberry, that does show up at the opening of the fragrance, but that quickly goes away, and you're left with a bit of muskiness mixed with patchouli. Now, I'm a patch hoe. I love all things patchouli, but when it's blended in with musk, sometimes it leaves you with a stank. And that's what I get with this fragrance as it dries down. Coupled with the fact that Destin doesn't last. I bathed myself with this. Hence the reason you're seeing this much of a dent. I tried to wear it over and over again throughout the course of the day, but it just disappears from my clothes and my skin. I don't know what is happening. I got this directly from Ulta when it was launched, and I'm so happy I got it with a 20% off, because if I had bought this full price, I would have cried. Also, this is one that reminds me of a number of fragrances on the market, like Miss Dior Parfum. It's a bit lighter. So imagine a fragrance, but a softer take on it. That's what I get out of Destin. Now, you could get a different experience with Destin, lucky you. But for me, having had this for a few months now, this is one that I actually rated 4/10, but the more I just look at the bottle, I get mad. And I want to rate this lower. But hopefully it gets better. I don't know that it will, but as of now, this I got in February. It's May. The experience hasn't changed. I don't love it. And Destin, I really wish performed and smelled better. Next is Good Girl Jasmine Absolu by Herrera. I absolutely love the bottle of this fragrance. I love the fact that they put a jasmine petal here, which is pretty and cute. Cute is not why I bought this fragrance. It's also because I appreciate the perfumers behind this scent, and it's Quantum Biche with Louis Turner. They created a masterpiece with Good Girl, and most of the flankers I've appreciated, but when a fragrance is a flanker, I expect it to be unique, to be different, just like they did with this scent. Very Good Girl Elixir and the likes. With Jasmine Absolu, while they accentuated the note of jasmine here, it takes me back to the original fragrance, which is Good Girl. It almost feels like I've been scammed, basically saying that Jasmine Absolu settles into Good Girl, the original. Why did I buy this? I don't know. I don't need more heels in my collection. I wanted something different. I said this in the past. When you're giving us a flanker, give us something unique. Give us an edge. Give us something different. And for me, having had Good Girl for years, purchased it multiple times, I honestly don't see the reason why Good Girl Jasmine Absolu was released. They could have done better, made it just different. I don't know, but I'm not getting that je ne sais quoi, that unique thing with Jasmine Absolu. To me, it returns to the original state of the OG fragrance, which is your creamy, nutty, floral scent. Now, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful for what it's worth. It's a masterpiece, it's a classic, but I wanted different as a flanker. Like I said, they've given us different, unique flankers, which is what you call a flanker. It should be something that separates it from the OG. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on. I expected better with Jasmine Absolu. I got the same. Now, the opening though, I must be honest, has the sweet jasmine with toffee, or is it caramel? That comes out at the opening, but that goes away really fast. And it's almost like you gave me this high and then you let me dry. We don't want that. So for me, having been a follower and lover of Good Girl, the line, I was disappointed. It's not a hate, it's not a dislike, it's just, I would also note that performance-wise, this is solid. You're going to get it for about 6 to 8 hours. Great. You're also going to get people compliment you, which I must add again, is unique to the Good Girl fragrance. So it's not like it's anything outstanding. You know what I mean? Like, you're already getting great performance, compliments, sweet floral, nutty creaminess from this. Why do you need to get this? Anyway, we move on. Next is Patchouli 01 by Swiss Arabian. This fragrance I tracked down all the way from Canada because the reviews I saw made it seem like it is a patchouli lover's dream. Like, you have to get this if you understand the note of patchouli. It's sexy, it's seductive, it will wow you. I was wowed into utter pain thinking about the money I spent getting this fragrance, because it took a while for it to be released in the US, and I believe when it came, it was sold out immediately. So for me to chase this internationally, spending all the money to get this fragrance, and come to find out, it smells like a man's cologne. The patchouli here smells very synthetic. It is harsh. It is not nice at all. I asked the man to snip this off my wrist, and he's like, what are you doing wearing this type of fragrance? I don't want to smell this on my lady. That is what he said. And that's also how I felt when I sprayed this the first time. This is not what a feminine woman, someone who is in her goddess energy and aura, would want to wear. Feel free to wear whatever you want. Listen, I wear some masculine fragrances and I feel, oh, like the boss. This is not one of those fragrances. It's just something that smells very thick in that masculine DNA when it comes to fragrances. It might be vetiver here, it might be cipro oil. I don't care for the notes anymore. This is one that I don't enjoy. I don't like. It's literally still full. I probably will give this out. I don't like it at all. So whatever you guys are getting out of this, someone let me know in the comments how this fragrance smells on you. It's a complete fail. I have whatever the opposite of like is towards this fragrance. Nah. And the second is Nectra Blush. This one, I need to find the person who made me buy this. I saw a post, I think it was on Facebook, and she described this to be the most beautiful fragrance she smelled all year, that it smells sweet and candy-like, and that just made my mouth water. I wanted to get it. Also, the color of the bottle is stunning. And when I received this fragrance, my heart is broken, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm joking. I got an overload of herbal smell mixed with marine notes, and then you also have that skunky smell, and I realized this from the note of yuzu. Yuzu, I've come to realize, is not one that I enjoy because on my skin it also dries down smelling like sweat. I don't understand fragrances this year relying on yuzu or synthetic like passion fruit. If those two fruits are not done right, they smell like downright sweat. And it's not just sweat, it's like you're mixing something sweet with sweat. It is nasty to my nose, and nastiness is what I get out of Nectra Blush. It is equally painful because this bottle to me is a waste. You could have given us something candy-like, like that person described in their review, with this fragrance. Given us something sweet with this fragrance. So many ultra feminine accords could have been delivered with this fragrance, and I don't get it. Now I smell the pear here, and I think it's that sweetness that when you mix it with the yuzu just makes this an abomination to my nose. And it also has that salty like element as it settles. So to me, the combination of all these notes are too much. They sort of clash when I smell the accord in the air on my skin. This is one of those fragrances that the first time I sprayed it, I had to take a shower immediately. It was too much for me. I also don't like it at all. The only good thing about this fragrance, in addition to Patchouli 01, is if you do enjoy them, they last for ages, which is synonymous with what you get in Swiss Arabian fragrances. Their scent lasts forever. So I don't like these. They smell bad to my nose. I tried layering them. The biggest mistake I've made all week doing so. Nah, bad idea. I totally regret. I don't like them at all. Now, the last two fragrances, I'm so happy I don't have full bottles of because I would have cried. The first of the two is La Bomba by Herrera. I'm going to just say it. This smells like downright vomit. Stale vomit. Vomit mixed with pee. Vomit that has aged and it is now extra funky that is what the fragrance smells like. I think it's the note of pitaya here, which is like dragon fruit, and that is not a fragrance note you want to play around with. You also bring in frangipani, which you know is very intense and has a sort of thick richness to it. You're bringing that with a dragon fruit smell that is bad. It's going to give you another abomination as an accord, and that's what we're getting in this fragrance called La Bomba. It is not good. And the worst part is that it's quite a strong fragrance. So when I went into a store to smell it, I made the mistake of literally spraying it on my jacket. I could not believe the intensity of that foul smell. I had to try to hide it with a fragrance. Can you imagine that nothing could mask out that off-putting smell? I literally ran home to take a bath and wash the clothes I sprayed La Bomba on. That's how bad it is. Can you feel my pain in my voice? That is how hurt I am. That is how disappointed I am with that fragrance, because I don't understand it. There's nothing sweet about that fragrance. I read someone's description about it smelling like an air freshener. Please do not try to use this scent as an air freshener, because it would even be worse. Imagine the smell in a bathroom. Don't do that, please. I don't like La Bomba. I don't think I ever will. That is one of the worst fragrances released, in my opinion, and I stand by it. And the last, which is the list, Perfumed by Armani. Please, if you love that fragrance, be honest with me. You bought it with your money. Tell me what you love about Perfumed. Try to convince me what you really love about that scent, because I have tried multiple occasions. I've come to the conclusion that I would never like that scent. Perfumed is bad. It is passion fruit poorly executed. When you're trying to use that note in fragrances, you have to be mindful, because passion fruit is very tangy. It is citrusy, sweet, then it has a tartness that can overwhelm the fragrance. And if not done right, it can smell like sweat. I'm getting that sweat in high volume in Perfumed. Now, not just the sweat, you now add sweetness from vanilla mixed with that. Now, sweet with sweat is what? Shit. Yeah. That's what I'm getting out of Perfumed. I initially wanted to get a full bottle. I actually ordered a full bottle, and thankfully, one of my fragrance friends, OJ, sent me a decant. I'm so happy she did, because I immediately canceled my order. That was like a nope, never again. It is bad. It smells like someone with armpit odor on a hot summer day, and when you tell them, hey, it stinks, they go and spray in sweet vanilla over it. That is what you get. Imagine that. Yeah, I've been dealing with that thought. That is what I get out of Perfumed. I don't like it at all. I'm so sorry. That's my opinion. And yes, stand by it. So there you have it, sweetheart. These are new fragrances that I don't love at all. Hopefully down the line I would. But as of right now, today, it's a no bueno for me. What are your thoughts? What are new fragrances that you don't like? Let me know in the comments. If you're yet to do so, please hit the subscribe button. It will mean the world to me, and I can't wait to see you soon. Remember, be kind, be thankful, a grateful heart never lacks. See you soon. Bye.